Well, good afternoon once again. Welcome to Randall R. Sadler Stadium on the campus of Earlham College as we bring you Quakers baseball on this Saturday afternoon. Quakers will try to go for the 3-game sweep and, of course, keep pace with Earlham for that number 1 seed in the upcoming HCAC baseball tournament. Quakers coming into today's action at 21-12 overall. They're 16-6 in HCAC play. Meanwhile, Transylvania, after losing twice yesterday, they see their loss record fall to 13-22. They're now 8-14 on the season. Quakers got good pitching yesterday. Howie Smith got a complete game victory in game number 1. Quakers ended up winning that first game 8-2. They were given a little more of a test in game number 2 yesterday, 7-4. The final Quakers pick up the win there, again for their 21st win of the season. We've had rain, of course, from the time we left yesterday up until, I'd probably say maybe an hour or so ago. And, of course, with the turf here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium, we just had to have the rain pass through, and we should be in pretty good shape. We've even seen some rays of sunshine coming through as well. So we'll try to get this one in. We did find out a couple of moments ago one other matchup, the completed game yesterday from Anderson and Franklin, and also their regularly scheduled game that was set for today down in Franklin. Those games have been canceled. So the weather will affect the standings in the HCAC, depending on how things certainly play out the rest of today, tomorrow, and into next week. Now, Anderson probably was going to make it into the tournament at 7-14 coming into today, but Franklin at 12-9, it may affect them when it comes to getting into the tournament. We'll see how that plays out over the next week or so. We'll talk about what happened yesterday. We'll run down today's schedule, what's expected to come up tomorrow in the updated standings, and also the starting lineups coming up in just a few moments as we continue right here on the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show, Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time, which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
At Richmond Power & Light, we're committed to Richmond. We've been a part of this community for over 114 years. We're not part of some big energy conglomerate, and we don't answer to out-of-town stockholders. Instead, we are accountable to you. And just like you, we want what's best for our hometown. That means you can count on us to provide reliable electricity at low rates. We are Richmond Power & Light, your hometown electric utility, building Richmond a better tomorrow.
Well, yesterday in the HCAC, Hanover beat Bluffton by final 3-1. Franklin got one game in. They beat Anderson 3-1 before that second game was suspended in the bottom of the second. And as mentioned a little bit ago, that game for today and the regularly scheduled game, they have been canceled. Bluffton beat Hanover that final 7-5. And again, Earlham took 2 from Transylvania, 8-2 and 7-4. Today, lone game here. In fact, we had kind of moved things around a little bit. It was scheduled to start at noon. They ended up moving it to 1:30. We're hoping around a 1:15 start time here for this final game of 3. Earlham is expected to play a doubleheader at Manchester. All the rain had been moving to the north. We'll keep an eye on that. That is set for a doubleheader today. Defiance is set to play against Mount St. Joe. They're going to play that matchup at Wright State today. And then on Sunday, Mount St. Joe will be at the University of Cincinnati to take on Defiance in the second game or final game of that set as well. Rose will be in Manchester tomorrow. Now going into today's action, Rose at 15-5, the Quakers at 16-6, though they're in first place together. They're mathematically just percentage points behind Rose-Hulman for first place. Manchester 12-8, Franklin 12-9, Mount St. Joe at 11-9, and then Defiance 9-11, Hanover 8-14, Transylvania 8-14, Anderson 7-14, and Bluffton at 7-15. Again, going into today's action. Here's how both teams will line up here today. Let's start first off with the Pioneers. Again, 13-22 overall, 8-14 in conference play. Isaac Taylor will lead things off. He'll be in left field. Taylor No home runs, 5 runs driven in, hitting .317 on the season. Batting second and playing shortstop will be David McAnally. McAnally on the year, .288, 2 home runs and 14 runs driven in. Blake Hart will DH once again. Hart hit that big 3-run home run yesterday in game number 2. Hart at .274. He has 7 home runs and now has 25 runs driven in. Hart will DH. Cole Ratcliffe will be hitting in the cleanup spot today. He'll be at third base. Connor Blevins will be hitting 5th at first base. Riley Wilbur hitting 6th in right field. Dan Seitzinger in the lineup again today. Moved down from in fact, he had been hitting up in the top of the order yesterday. He's been moved down to the number 7 spot. He'll be in center field. Seitzinger again hitting 7th. Hitting 8th and getting the start behind the plate today will be Gage Beavers. Beavers hitting 8th, and then Nick Nelson hitting 9th. He'll be at second base today for the Pioneers. So it'll be Taylor, McAnally, Hart, Ratcliffe, Blevins, Wilbur, Seitzinger, Beavers, and Nelson today for Transylvania. Adam Boone will be starting today for Transylvania, 1-2 on the year with an ERA of 4.74. For the Quakers this afternoon, no real change in their lineup from yesterday. Nate Lynch, who is now just 3 hits away from tying the all-time hit record. Lynch at .417 on the year. He'll get the start in center field. He'll be leading off this afternoon. Matt Barger will bat second. He'll be at second base. Brennan Laird back at shortstop hitting third. Eric Elkis at first base. He will bat in the cleanup spot. Addison Robertson hitting 5th. Robertson starts down at third. Cody Krumloff back behind the plate again for the Quakers. He'll bat 6th. Hitting 7th will be Danny Dopp. Dopp will DH here this afternoon. Isaiah Shake will hit 8th in left field. And Kendall Baker once again gets the start in right field, and he'll bat 9th. So again for the Quakers, it'll be Lynch, Barger, Laird, along with Elkis, Robertson, Krumloff, Dopp, Shake, and Baker, and Jordan Christian will be going for his 4th win of the year. He is 3-0 with an ERA of 6.26. We will come back, get this one underway in just a couple of moments. This has been the Farm Bureau Insurance with Kevin Shear pregame show. The first pitch in the final game of 3 here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium is right around the corner. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shear.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
Are you looking for a quality used car you can trust to take you where you want to go? Stop at Tony's Car Sales at 250 National Road West. Tony's has a top-of-the-line selection of low-mileage, one-owner cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs, all hand-picked by Mike and Adrian Parker. Tony's is family-owned with 3 generations and 60 years of experience. Check out their selection at tonyscarsales.com or at 250 National Road West. Tony's Car Sales, where honesty, quality, and price sell cars. It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. There is one thing for sure in my life, I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, They have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
And we're back once again here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. We will see Jordan Christian, the freshman out of Richmond, get the start here today. This will be his 12th appearance, his 7th start of the year. He has thrown 43 innings, giving up 55 hits, 39 runs, 30 of those earned, 28 strikeouts, and 17 walks. He is 3-0 on the season with an ERA of 6.28. So Jordan will get the ball for the final of this three-game set. And we're about ready to get this one underway, though we were expected maybe to go anywhere from 10 o'clock this morning until 3 o'clock this afternoon on a start time. So it looks like we'll get this one in here, and that's good news for the Quakers if they can get this win here today and keep the pressure again on Rose-Hulman at the top of the standings. Of course, you're looking at a Transylvania team that played better in game number 2, though defensively yesterday they really struggled at times making plays behind their pitching, and the Quakers took full advantage. Quakers so far 22-69 hitting, 319 in the series. That's a little bit down from what they have done in previous matchups against this Transylvania team. But again, you look at the way that Nate Lynch played yesterday. The Quakers stole tons of bases in the two games. Nate was 6 of 9 in the two games. He had 3 stolen bases. Brendan Laird went 4 of 9. He had 3 stolen bases. And the Quakers just ran like crazy, and we'll expect them to do that again today. Beavers is behind the plate. Their regular starting catcher is not playing again today, so the Quakers will see if they take full advantage of that again for this Saturday. So here we go. It'll be Isaac Taylor. Taylor 3 of 8 yesterday. And he will lead things off. Official start time 1:17 here this afternoon, and Jordan's first pitch is on the way, and it's in there for a strike. Taylor, McAnally, and Hart here at the top of the order here for the Pioneers. That pitch is low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Transylvania only 12 of 65 in the two games on Friday. Hit just 184. Here's the wind and the pitch. And it's just off the outside corner of the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Senior day here today. Those festivities will take place after the game. This is a soft one hopper to the first baseman, Elkis. He'll step on the bag, and there's one away. And that'll bring up the shortstop, David McAnally. McAnally yesterday, 2 for 8.
With one out, now batting the shortstop, number 4, David McAnally.
Freshman shortstop out of Lexington, Kentucky, made a couple of nice plays in yesterday's doubleheaders. That fastball is up high, 1 ball, no strikes. A lot of fans here today, again, with it being senior day, and those young men will be honored as that pitch comes inside, gets away from Krumloff. 2 balls and no strikes. They will walk out of here as the winningest senior class in Earlham baseball history. Here's the wind and the 2-0 pitch, and a slow 3-0. Quakers well over 8 runs per game here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium as that pitch is in there for a strike. And as we've talked about in previous games, it's got to be a comfort to your starting pitching, knowing that you can make a mistake here or there. Your offense generally will pick you up. There's a swing and a miss. And all of a sudden, 3-2 as McAnally got ahead 3 balls and no strikes. Jordan set to throw. Here's the payoff pitch on the way, hit foul. Jordan has that high leg kick, not a real high velocity fastball. But again, always around the plate as this one is hit hard but foul down the left field line. And we'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Not sure Jordan was expected that he was going to throw 43 innings in his freshman season, but he, like many of the other freshman pitchers, throwing a ton of innings this year. Here's the payoff pitch once again, and he went right at him and struck him out. So McAnally out number 2 and a good start for Jordan Christian.
Number 12, Blake Hart.
Here's Blake Hart. Hart yesterday in that second game hit that home run that went over the right field fence. And you knew this young man could hit the long ball. He's a power hitter from that left side. He'll take that pitch low and inside, 1-0. 7 home runs on the year now for Blake Hart. Christian gets the sign, the pitch on the way, and he almost went for it. Pitches up high, 2-0. He had gone 0 for 6 before hitting that home run after Walter Talcott late in the ballgame. There's a strike. Defensively for the Quakers, Krumloff behind the plate, Elkis at first, Barger at second, Laird at short, Robertson at third. And that pitch caught the outside corner, 2-2. In the outfield, it'll be Shake in left, Lynch in center, Baker in right. They'll play it straight away, but deep in right field is Baker. Jordan gets the sign. Krumloff sets up on the outside corner, and boy, didn't miss by much. And we'll go 3-2 for the second straight hitter. Jordan with the pitch on the way and missed it low. That'll be ball 4 and a 2-out walk given up now to Hart. And that'll bring up Cole Ratliff. So the Pioneers have their first man on of the day. Ratliff, starting third baseman. 1 for 7 yesterday. Quakers back here on Tuesday. And then we'll finish out as this one is hit into center field. Lynch, a few steps to his left, will make the catch, and that'll do it for the Pioneers here in the first. They get a man on. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 1 in the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. It's Transylvania nothing. Earlham coming to bat. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Hi, this is Troy Argowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Today's game brought to you in part by Harrington Hoke Insurance. At Harrington Hoke, they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502 or go to their website, harringtonhoke.com. Starting pitcher, right-hander. In fact, we saw this young man a little bit yesterday as Adam Boone will get the start. This will be his 14th appearance. This is his first start of the college baseball season. 24 2/3 innings, giving up 26 hits, 19 runs, 13 earned, 28 strikeouts, and 5 walks. He is 1-2 with an ERA of 4.74. Nate Lynch 3 hits away from tying the all-time hit record. What a day he had yesterday. 6 of 9. Had 4 runs driven in, scored 4 times, stole 3 bases, and hits this one foul. Look out as that one goes into the Transylvania dugout. And Nate behind, no balls and a strike. Lynch, Barger, and Laird. As we've said time and time again, this is where it all starts. Here's the wind and the pitch, and it's outside, ball 1. Talked with Nate a little bit after the game yesterday, and you could tell he had a lot of fun playing in that doubleheader. This one lined off the leg of McAnally, and he took one right off the shin or the knee, and he is down. So that'll be an error on McAnally. I'm not sure if he got a tweener on that or not. I thought maybe he, at some point, thought he was going to be able to make the catch, but it took a little bit of a hop on him. Now, I don't know how the turf is. It's probably still a little bit damp, but I think he just misplayed it. He might have lost that at the last moment. Because we have seen him in the 2 games yesterday. He is a very, very good shortstop, but he may have just lost that at the last minute and caught him right on the knee or the ankle. So Bill Kinsey will go out and check him out. They'll give him a chance to get himself all together here. But it will be scored an error. And so the Quakers have a man on. Well, and you'll see now whether Boone can keep the runner on base and keep him close. That's been the problem with Transylvania yesterday. We talked so many times about the guy behind the plate, which is Beavers, and what pressure is put on him as a catcher. But it really is all down to the pitcher most of the time. And the timing at first base, can you get a good lead? You time his throw to the plate. And we'll see if the Quakers can keep running here in this one. So apparently McAnally's okay. Here's Matt Barger. Defensively for Transylvania, Beavers behind the plate. Blevins at first, Nelson at second, McAnally's at short, Ratliff at third. Taylor, Seitzinger, and Wilbur from left to right in the outfield. So Lynch at first base, and he'll draw the throw immediately. Lynch one away from 40 stolen bases on the year. The stretch by Boone and another throw to first. This will play in the favor of Matt Barger at number 2 in the batting order because he knows that the division that is being done right now in the mind of Boone as that pitch is high will favor him in making a mistake at some point and leaving a ball out over the plate in the strike zone where Barger can get a pretty good look at a decent pitch. Again, a throw to first. Quakers had 11 stolen bases in that first game yesterday. They were, in fact, 3 double steals in the 3rd and 4th innings. Stretch by Boone. And the pitch on the way is high and inside. So you get an idea right there. He's missing in those first 2 pitches, not even close. And he's also trying to change a little bit in his delivery and his timing to make sure that Lynch doesn't get a good jump down to first base. There's another throw to first. 3 or 4 throws now to keep Nate at first base. Bottom of the first inning, still no score. Quakers with a man on. The stretch. And time will be called. This time, Matt Barger backing out. You watch Boone, he ducked his head down twice. He's trying to have a little head movement right there and looking back at the base runner. Ground ball right side. Nelson will flip on to McAnally to first, and that ball will get by the first baseman, but diving in was Matt Barger. He was going to try to avoid that double play at all cost. So Lynch is out on the force play down at second. Barger will reach on the fielder's choice, and here's Brendan Laird. So one away here in the bottom of the first inning. Brennan yesterday, 4 of 9, 3 stolen bases, a couple of runs driven in that 2-game sweep. Brennan, again, one of the seniors on this ball club that will be celebrating the senior day here today. Boone gets the sign from Beavers, the stretch and the pitch, and right down the middle for a strike. Matt Barger is a stolen base threat as well. Barger had 2 stolen bases yesterday. He's at now 20 on the year. Boone gets the sign. He'll toss over, though, short lead here by Barger. Well, the good news about today, with the rain getting out of here, the fans able to see the Quakers play this afternoon. That pitch is up high, 1 ball and 1 strike. A lot of the families coming into town and chance to be here yesterday. A lot of them here expecting at one point we're going to play 1 yesterday, 2 today, but the rain changed that schedule. That pitch is outside, 2 balls and a strike. And the reason why the change in having the festivities after the game is trying to maybe just change a little bit of luck. The Quakers haven't played that well on senior day in the past. That one hit foul. So Coach Sakasitz thought, why don't we just put it after the game? And so that's what they'll do today. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Laird. Imagine Brennan at some point may look to play some baseball after he's done here at Earlham. He did play some summer baseball last year for the Richmond Jazz and had a very good year. His time is called again. Laird ended up making the All-Star team, was named at the end of the year one of the top players in that league. Here's the stretch. And the break-even pitch is outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So now Boone, see what he'll come with right here as Barger, again, a short lead, now gets that extra step. This one will be tapped to the left side. McAnally charging. He will double clutch again, and everyone is safe. Ball gets away from the first baseman, Blevins, and Barger advancing on to third, so that should be an error. So I'd imagine they would give Laird the infield base hit, but then an error again on the shortstop, McAnally, enabling Barger to go to third. So here's Eric Elkis. Well, that double clutch will get you every time if you don't get it clean. And you have a Brennan Laird at first base or heading down to first base with that good speed as Elkis will step to the plate, throw to first not in time, and you'll be in trouble. You're generally not going to get a runner like a Brennan Laird on a double clutch. Elkis 1 for 8 yesterday. He's due. The stretch by Boone, the pitch runner takes off, swing and a miss. They're going to throw through, and a stolen base by Brennan Laird. So now the Quakers with runners at second and third. Eric down on the count of no balls and a strike. We'll see if Earlham can strike first here in the bottom of inning number 1 and put the pressure all over Transylvania here. Pitch is way outside. Beaver's able to slide to the outside, knock it down. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Barger's at third, Laird at second. Boone into the stretch and the pitch. Popped him up right side, and the first baseman, Blevins, will watch that one go out of play. Well, Eric has not hit a home run in a long time. That's one area that he's been in a drought. Still leads the team in runs driven in. Though yesterday did not get an RBI in either of the 2 games. Chance to perhaps get one right here. And, of course, with his home run power, Boone doesn't want to make a mistake and leave one out over the plate. They'll go inside on him. This one is grounded foul. Well, the catcher, Beavers, will set up low and inside, so the idea is they're going to try to jam him. Most of the time on a power hitter, you want to go high and tight or low and away, and they went low and inside, which sometimes can be a mistake. We'll see if they'll try it again. Again, just one away as Boone comes set. Here's the pitch. Well, they went low and outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of times you'll see, in fact, against a hitter like Elkis, he'll see a lot of breaking pitches. He wants to see a fastball if possible, but most of the time he'll get a breaking pitch of some kind. 2-2. As Boone will have Beavers go through a set of signs once again, and they'll also flash the defensive signals as well, depending on where this ball is hit. The stretch and the pitch, and it's hit well but foul. So we will stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Boone once again looks into Beavers. Big at bat right here for Elkis early in this game. Here's the pitch on the way, and it's outside again. Well, he came inside a couple of pitches ago, but it looks like they're trying to pitch him away. 3-2 now to Elkis. Again, Barger down at third, Laird at second. Here's the stretch and the pitch. And got him swinging, and the pitch was again low and outside, but it was a strikeout throwout against Eric Elkis. Is that ball bouncing in front of the catcher, Beaver? So 2 away, and here's Addison Robertson.
With 2 outs, now batting number 31, Addison Robertson.
Robertson, 3 of 7 yesterday, drove in a run at 3 stolen bases. So Robertson now a chance to pick up an RBI right here if possible. The stretch by Boone. Here's the pitch. And the fastball in there for a strike. Good movement back in toward the hitter. Quakers left a ton of runners on base yesterday in the 2-game sweep. Those 2 games really could have been even more lopsided, especially in Game 1. This one hit into center field. Seitzinger going back. Seitzinger will make the catch on the run, and the Quakers will leave 2 men on here in the bottom half of inning number 1, and again, both runners in scoring position. We'll head to inning number 2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. No score.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Earlham Baseball being brought to you by Richmond Area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. Saturdays, the Black Forest ham. Sunday, the meatball marinara. And Monday, the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Treat yourself at Subway. 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway. Eat fresh. It'll be Blevins, Wilbur, and Seitzinger.
Here's the first baseman, number 10, Connor Blevins.
Blevins in the doubleheader yesterday. As Jordan set to throw, this one lined up the middle. That'll be a base hit. So Blevins picking up his second hit in the 3 games.
Stepping up to the plate, the right fielder, number 24.
Here's Wilbur.
Wilbur.
Wilbur went 2 of 7 in yesterday's doubleheader, so the Pioneers will the man on here in the top of the 2nd inning. Each team now with a base hit as Jordan comes set. Here's the pitch, and it's low for a ball. Outfield will play it straight away, though Wilbur a left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Hit line, drive, base hit, right field. So back-to-back singles now for the Pioneers. They'll have runners at first and second. Both balls hit well. And here's Dan Seitzinger.
And that's the center fielder, number 32, Daniel Seitzinger.
Seitzinger was hitting in the number 2 hole yesterday, went 2 for 8. So they'll move him down to the number 7 hole, another left-handed hitter stepping to the plate. So Jordan now has runners at first and second. The pitch, high and outside, snap throw down to second. Tag laid on, and they almost got him as Blevins got a huge lead. And well, anytime you try to get off the bag against Krumloff, you could be in trouble. He said yesterday, and many times, he'll throw to any bag at any time, in pretty much any situation. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Again, they're going to throw down to second. Be careful. Don't want to throw that one into center field, as that one ended up hitting Blevins. Should be 1 ball and 1 strike. I think that they said that Seitzinger offered at that pitch. See if Seitzinger will try to sacrifice once again. They have had trouble scoring runs. They need to get runners into position. Here's the pitch on the way. Third base side, and that'll go foul. So now Seitzinger's put himself in a hole. Had 1 ball and 2 strikes. I would venture to say the bunt would be off right here. They'll go ahead and let Seitzinger swing away. Here's the delivery. Change that. He goes in, bunts at third base side. Jordan Christian off the mound, and they're going to call him safe at first base. So much for taking off the bunt right there, and Seitzinger will get credit for an infield base hit, and that'll bring up Beavers. So now the bases are loaded. Boy, it's rare you're going to see a guy go down 1 and 2 and go ahead and bunt. That was a pretty good bunt. Robertson playing back on it. The only play that could be made was Jordan coming off the mound. Here's Gage Beavers. So here for the Pioneers, a chance to get on the board in the top of the second inning. The stretch by Jordan. Here's the delivery on the way. Hit foul. Transylvania yesterday had jumped out in front. Quakers came right back, answered every time that Transylvania had got on the scoreboard, especially in that second game, which the Quakers won 7-4. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll be fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes now to Beavers. Jordan gets the sign now from Krumloff as he comes set, and the pitch on the way, grounded right back up the middle, underneath the glove into center field. Jordan had a chance to knock it down. 2 runs will score, and the Pioneers get on the board first and lead this one 2-0. Boy, it was almost fielded by Jordan, but just underneath his glove. 4 straight base hits now by the Pioneers, and that'll bring up Nick Nelson. Nelson, the number 9 hitter, will check his armband, and again, Transylvania will use a series of signs as well as the armband. The stretch by Christian and the pitch, bunt shown, and again, third base side, Jordan will field and throw. This time, throws a strike to first base, but the sacrifice works. So one away, and that'll bring up now Isaac Taylor at the top of the order. And runners at second and third.
Outfielder number 49, Isaac Taylor.
Taylor grounded out his only time up in the first inning. But now he has Seitzinger at third and Beavers down at second base. Jordan gets the sign again. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. Though Jordan, unless a runner is on first or second, he will still continue to work from the stretch and have that high leg kick. Instead of the slide, here's the pitch on the way. It's in the dirt. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. It's low again. 2 balls and a strike. Now, we mentioned yesterday to Transylvania their chance of making the tournament. They did make it last year. Quakers beat them in 2 games after Transylvania took 2 games in the regular season. Their chances of making it are not good, but they don't want to walk out of here being swept. Hit foul. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. We'll make that long road trip. Might as well come out of here with a win. Quakers hoping to keep their winning ways going here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. Here's your break-even pitch. It's outside. And we'll go 3 balls and 2 strikes. Well, I don't think there's any doubt Quakers are going to score some runs today. Just a matter of what the Earlham pitching staff can do. As that one hit foul as well. Walter Talcott threw a couple of innings last night, which is good news, though he gave up that home run to Hart. Quakers are still hoping that he'll be relatively healthy and close to 100% at least by tournament time. The stretch by Jordan, and the pitch on the way, hit into center field, shallow center. Lynch coming on, and Lynch will dive, not make the catch. He won't get by him very far as Barger's there to retrieve the baseball, but Seitzinger will score. 5 hits in the inning, and we will have a visit to the mound. And the Quakers down in this one, 3-0. We saw last night Lynch make a nice diving catch in center field. Couldn't quite make it this time. And so now a visit to the mound to talk with Jordan after giving up 5 hits in the inning. I don't think his pitch location is bad. He's left a couple of those fastballs right across the plate, and that might be the issue, trying to get those pitches off the plate a little bit or jam these hitters inside, but he's left them right across the plate. So now David McAnally will step up with runners at first and third. McAnally struck out in the first inning. He will show bunt right here, and Jordan will throw over to first base. That's also an indication to see if McAnally will stay in a position to look to bunt. Still just 1 away here in the top of the second inning, the pitch. And snap throw to first, and they may have the runner picked off. Here is Laird, and they'll miss the tag as Elkis can't hold onto the baseball. The run will score as Beavers will cross the plate. And so Taylor, who was picked off down at first base, at least from a standpoint of a nice throw by Krumloff. But then the run scores, and the Quakers down 4-0. The stretch by Jordan. And the pitch on the way, hit well down the left field line and foul by a couple of feet. Well, if Elkis is able to maybe lay on the tag, the run's going to score anyway. Quakers conceded when Laird looked back toward home plate and saw that the runner was about ready to score. They were going to try to at least get the out, and then Elkis unable to hold on to the baseball. Runner will take off, hit foul. Good cut again by McAnally. I'll get a ground ball right here, get out of the inning, and then get back to work offensively. There is a right-hander throwing in the Earlham bullpen. Jordan again throws to first. Looks like Matt Mathias now throwing for the Quakers. Here's the pitch, and that one sails high. Krumloff throws through, and it goes into center field. Taylor will stay at second base. On the stolen base, 2 balls and 2 strikes to McAnally. Transylvania giving the Quakers some of their own medicine from yesterday. Stolen bases, base hits, putting together a big inning. Jordan again will look at the runner at second, comes home with a pitch, and the breaking ball stays outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to McAnally. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat, foul. Four runs, 5 hits in the inning. McAnally, 3 balls and 2 strikes, the stretch, and the pitch runner takes off, swing and a miss, and no throw down to third. So Taylor will get another stolen base. McAnally strikes out for the second time, 2 away.
At bat number 12, Blake Hart.
Here's Blake Hart. Hart walked his first time up. And again, always be careful with this left-handed power hitter. Krumloff sets to the outside. The stretch and the pitch. And Jordan hits his target. That was a perfect pitch that time by Christian. The stretch and the 0-1 pitch way outside. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. There's strike 2. Again, they're pitching this left-handed hitter low and outside. See if Krumloff will set back up on the outside again. And he will. Here's the 1-2 pitch, just outside again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Taylor with a lead down at third. Here's the pitch on the way and missed low and outside. So we'll go 3-2 again. Third straight hitter that Jordan has gone full count. Here's your payoff pitch. Oh my, breaking pitch, and that looked like a pretty good one. So a walk to Hart the second time. And now runners at first and third, and Ratliff steps to the plate. This is the 9th hitter of the inning. Well, that looked like a pretty good pitch that time by Jordan Christian.
Number 7, Cole Ratliff.
Well, anything it had to, if it were anything, it would have to have been high because location-wise, it was across the plate. Ratliff 0 for 1. And the pitch runner takes off and no throw down to second base. The stretch once again by Jordan, and the 0-1 pitch on the way is a breaking ball in there for strike 2. That almost looked like the same pitch he threw against Hart. Here's the 0-2 pitch on the way, low and outside. Taylor's at third, Hart down at second base. Transylvania trying to keep this inning alive. Here's your 1-2 pitch on the way, and that'll be hit foul. Blevins on deck. He got it started with that base hit to center field. Wilbur, Seitzinger, Beavers, all with singles. The 1-2 pitch on the way, and it's up high. And Jordan has thrown a whole lot of pitches in this inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The break-even pitch on the way, hit foul. Ratcliffe just under that one on the swing. So again, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. And Jordan trying to get out of this long inning right here. Time is called now by Ratcliffe. Stretch again by Jordan. Here's the pitch on the way, and he hit it foul again. Ratcliffe doing a nice job battling here in the second inning. Jordan gets the sign again from Cody. The stretch and the pitch, and that one in the dirt. So another full count. This is 4 in a row in which Jordan has gone full count. He gave up 4 base hits in a row, now 4 3-2 counts. Here's the payoff pitch, and he lost him. 2 walks in a row. They'll take a peek down at the bullpen to see if perhaps Matthias is set to go. And here is another visit to the mound. And maybe one of those days that Jordan just doesn't have it, so the Quakers will go into the bullpen. We'll take a quick timeout as Transylvania, bases loaded, 2 outs here in the second inning, 4 runs across, and the Quakers have a pitching change coming up.
Hey, Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for, like, the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Matt Matthias will be stepping in for the Quakers. He will be appearing in his 19th game of the season. He is 3-4 on the year, does have a save, 26 innings, 37 hits. He's given up 31 runs, 27 earned with 10 strikeouts and 10 walks on the year. So he will inherit a bases-loaded situation here in the second inning. Blevins will hit for the second time in the inning. He got things started with a single and has scored one of the 4 runs. So now Matthias will try to stop the bleeding for the Quakers here in this second inning. The 11th, take that back, the 10th hitter now to hit here in the inning. So Matthias will come set. And the pitch on the way is a breaking ball that drops in for a strike. Well, Earlham will play from behind here this afternoon. Biggest inning so far for the Pioneers, other than the 3-run home run last night late in the ball game by Hart. That one's a ground ball to the third baseman, Robertson. Low throw, it's off the mark, and did he get his foot back on Elkis at first? Did so. And there was a collision between Blevins and Elkis, and Blevins may come up hurt as well as he went down behind first base. But that'll do it for the Pioneers here in the second inning, but they pick up 4 runs. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 2 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Transylvania 4, Earlham nothing. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Well, Cody Krumloff will lead things off for the Quakers here in the bottom of inning number 2. It's Krumloff, Dopp, and Shake. So now from yesterday to today, Adam Boone has a 4-run lead to work with. Cody getting his first plate appearance of the day. Yesterday went 2 for 6. Boone's first pitch, he is high for a ball. We've seen time and time again at this ballpark as that pitch is up high, and we can talk about whether it's Earlham or a visiting team. This is a place where a lot of runs can be scored, so 4 runs may not be safe. There's a nice pitch in there for a strike. And the count 2-1 to Krumloff. The 2-1 pitch is up high, 3-1. We're seeing some sunshine here today, which is certainly good news for the rest of this one. Here's your 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Well, right now we're seeing Boone. He has a rhythm going that we saw yesterday with Howie Smith. Hit foul. That will stay at 3-2. Howie ended up striking out 8, went 9 innings. All right, now Boone, he feels it. He's ready to throw again, and this one is hit into right center field. The center fielder, Seitzinger, makes the catch. There's one away, and that'll bring up Danny Dopp. Dopp DHing again this afternoon.
And bat for DH, number 7, Danny Dopp.
Dopp now hitting at .342 on the year. Swing and a miss. Boone gets the sign. Here's the pitch, and that one bouncing in front of Beavers. And the count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch high and inside, 2-1. The wind and the 2-1 pitch. That's good movement across the plate. We'll go to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. That'll be grounded toward the first baseman. Blevins will step on the bag. 2 quick outs here in inning number 2. And here's Isaiah Shake.
At bat number 33, Isaiah Shea.
Isaiah hitting at .310 on the year. No home runs. He has driven in 19. So 2 quick outs here for Boone as the right-hander jams him, and this should be an easy out right here as Boone will make the play himself, and Earlham goes down easily. 1-2-3 inning. We will head to the top of inning number 3 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down in this one 4-0.
Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Quaker Baseball being brought to you this afternoon by Jason Wise of Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. He has an idea for an alternative fundraiser for your school group or nonprofit. If you list, buy, or refer a customer and mention this promotion, he'll donate 10% of what he makes on the transaction to the school group or nonprofit of your choice in your name. Tell your friends, family, colleagues to mention this offer when listing with Jason Wise at Better Homes and Gardens First Realty Group. Give him a call at 969-3400 for more information. Wilbur, Sightzinger, and Beavers all due up. Transylvania coming off a 4-run inning. They picked up 5 hits, a couple of stolen bases, a couple of walks, and they chased Jordan Christian, the starter. So now Matt Mathias will try to hold down the fort, see if that offense can get going. Wilbur steps in for the second time. A single run scored in the second inning. And the pitch high and outside for a ball. Again, we mentioned the Quakers back in action Tuesday. Here's the next pitch by Mathias outside, 2-0. Don't forget next week, too, the game's moved up a day. So we'll go Thursday and Friday against Hanover, and that will end the regular season. Here's the stretch and the pitch, and he misses again outside. 3 balls and no strikes now to Wilbur. It's Wilbur, Sightzinger, and Beavers, 3 guys who helped get that thing started in the second inning. Mathias gets the sign, the pitch, and this one's a strike. Matty Jr. out of the bullpen. We've seen him do some nice things during the last couple of years. And there's a pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 3 balls, 2 strikes. We've seen a lot of 3-2 counts on Transylvania hitters here today. This one is lined toward the shortstop, caught by Brandon Laird, 1 away. So a better start to inning number 3 than what we saw in inning number 2, and that'll bring up Dan Sightzinger. Sightzinger a single and a run scored in that second inning. If we get any updates on some of the other games, then we're assuming that Some of those other games, that pitch in there for strike, are being played. We told you earlier in our pregame that the one series being canceled because of rain today. Here's the stretch and the pitch. Ground ball. Elkis will backhand. Mathias covering the bag, steps on first base, and that'll do it for Seitzinger. So score that one 3-1, and here's Beavers. So 2 away. And one series that has been canceled that may affect
number 21,
Franklin. They had their suspended game from yesterday, and Anderson was on top of that one 4-0. And then, of course, the regular season game today, regularly scheduled game, also canceled. That one's chopped foul by Beavers. Beavers singled and scored in that second inning. No balls and a strike now to Beavers. Getting the start behind the plate. Quakers ran wild yesterday with all those stolen bases, but so far unable to do so today. Beavers will line this one back up the middle, and there's Barger to make the catch. And that'll do it here in inning number 3 as Quakers go back to work on offense. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Transylvania 4, Earlham nothing.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Quakers down 4-0 as we will move now to the bottom of the third inning. It'll be Baker, Lynch, and Barger. Quakers managing just one base hit so far. That was the single in the first inning by... Oh, wait a minute here. I've got the error on Lynch. Fielder's choice on Barger. Error for Laird. So we'll have to figure out where they got the first hit. So here is Kendall Baker in the pitch. And it's in there for a strike. Kendall, one of the few left-handed hitters in this lineup, wraps that one foul. And he's quickly behind it. No balls and 2 strikes. Third baseman Ratliff will, of course, play in close. Now a step back. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Grounded to short. McAnally throws to first. There's one away. Here's Nate Lynch.
Back to the top of the order at bat number 2, Nate Lynch.
The pitch on the way by Boone is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Nate 0 for 1 today. Grounder over the mound, and that will be backhanded by Nelson, but no way to get Lynch at first. So the Quakers have a man on now here in the third inning. Here's Barger. The Brendan Laird is the base hit I was looking for. Barger 0 for 1. And now the process begins again at the top of the order. And we saw Boone throw to first base numerous times. The last time Lynch was on, Quakers ended up leaving runners in scoring position back in that first inning. At second and third. Throw to first again, not in time. I would imagine Barger has to be pretty patient knowing when Lynch gets on that the pitcher throws over there as much as he does, and he has to stand there and wait. Not always an easy thing to do. Runner takes off, and that'll be an easy stolen base. Beavers can't hold on. So Nate Lynch will give the Quakers a runner in scoring position. Once again here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 ball and no strikes now to Barger. The stretch by Boone. He'll check the runner at second, and the pitch. Low and outside, 2-0. Well, I know that 4 runs will seem like a lot, and I'm sure for the Quakers, they look up at 4, and unlike the rest of us, we sometimes think that might be hard to overcome. I don't think this offense ever feels like 4 runs is hard to overcome. They're just so solid up and down. That pitch in there for a strike. You get a look at a pitcher for a second or third time, and Earlham generally figures the guy out. Their coaching staff, they do a very good job in their scouting department of tendencies and what pitch to expect and what count. If you go down in their dugout and look at all the different charts they have on all the pitchers. This one is hit towards center field. Coming in will be the center fielder diving as Seitzinger makes the catch. Nice play by the center fielder, Seitzinger. 2 away as he just robbed Barger of a possible base hit. And that'll bring up Brennan Laird.
17, Brennan Laird.
So 2 away. We saw Lynch earlier try to make that play, and Seitzinger may have gotten a little bit of a late jump on that baseball, but he recovered in time to make the nice catch. Now Brannon will step to the plate. Brannon singled, stole a base in the first, was left stranded at second. Now Boone trying to get out of this inning. Here's the pitch. Low and outside for a ball. I think one guy the Quakers have got to get going eventually is Eric Elkis, the guy on deck. Here's the stretch again by Boone. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. That's a called strike. I think Laird knew it, too. He kind of looked over toward the Quaker dugout, and he let a good pitch go by. 1 ball and 1 strike, 2 outs, runner at second. Quakers down 4-0. So far, 2 base hits for the Quakers. The stretch and the pitch. Boy, that caught the outside corner. That's a good pitch right there by Boone. Came inside, and it went outside. So now you leave the hitter guessing. What are you going to look for right here? Long look this time by Boone. And comes home with a pitch, and the runner takes off. Another stolen base. Well, I'll tell you what, in Beavers' defense, Boone didn't even look back the second time. Lynch apparently saw the opening, and he gets another stolen base, now standing down at third. The stretch and the break-even pitch hit foul. So Brennan will stay alive at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So now we've had, speaking of the Quakers, 3 runners in scoring position, 2 down at third. See if Brennan can drive the guy in right here. Beaver sets up on the outside corner. This one tapped. Coming off the mound will be Boone. Throws to first, and the Quakers leave another man on in scoring position. We will head to inning number 4 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. 4-0 Transylvania on top. This is Quaker Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Head of the fourth inning will be Nelson, Taylor, and McAnally. Matt Mathias back in for another inning. He has pitched well since coming in the second for Jordan Christian. Jordan just lasting an inning and 2/3. He gives up all 4 runs. Nelson sacrificed his only time up in inning number 2, so his first look at Matt Mathias. And that pitch is a breaking ball in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Mathias gets the sign. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside 1-2. Some activity now in the Transylvania bullpen. Matt now comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. This will be tapped, and Mathias comes off the mound, throws to first, 1 away. And we'll head to the top of the order now, and Isaac Taylor.
At bat number 49, Isaac Taylor.
Taylor 1 for 2, couple of stolen bases. Picked up his single in that 4-run second inning. Matt set to throw on the pitch. That'll be tapped foul. You're mentioning the one player that I think needs to get going offensively, and that'll be Eric Elkis. We'll see him come up in the bottom half of the 4th. The 0-1 pitch, that'll be grounded down the third base line. That's a fair ball. Taylor makes the turn as the left fielder Shake makes the throw to second, not in time, and Taylor will be in with a double. Second base hit now for Taylor. And that'll bring up now David McAnally. That is the first extra base hit now by the Pioneers out of their hits here this afternoon. The stretch again by Mathias, a check of the runner in the pitch. Grounded toward the third baseman Robertson. He'll look the runner back, throw to first, and a close play at first, and he'll get him as McAnally 0 for 3. So 2 away. And that'll bring up the left-handed power hitter Blake Hart.
At bat number 12, Blake Hart.
Hart has walked twice today, both of those coming against Jordan Christian. This is his first look now at Matt Mathias. Have a light breeze blowing from right to left as the catcher Krumloff sets up on the outside corner. Mathias with the pitch, and they're going to throw down to second base, and this time it'll get through into center field. Taylor takes a look. He'll head to third, and that'll be a throwing error on Krumloff. So now the Pioneers have a runner at third base with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And now Mathias ready to go to work against Hart. The pitch on the way is low and outside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes now to Hart. Hart had gone 3-2 both times against Jordan Christian. The pitch is low, and he'll go for the third time, 3-ball count. See if Matthias can come back and get him here, though 3-0. He'll probably be taking all the way. The stretch by Matthias and the pitch. And it missed outside, must have missed high because from a location standpoint, again, it didn't miss off the plate. So Hart has walked for the third time today. And now runners at first and third. Here is Ratliff. Ratliff 0 for 1 with a walk. He walked in the second inning. Matthias comes set. And he'll toss to first, though I doubt very much Hart's going anywhere. He's not a stolen base threat. Hart only 3 stolen bases coming in. He's been thrown out 4 times. The pitch on the way is a breaking ball. I say that, and he takes off. Though this is more he's going to try to get Krumloff to throw and try to get into a run down at first and try to get that run across down at third base, but the Quakers didn't bite on it. No balls and a strike. The pitch. In there for strike 2. Hart got down to second base before he even got to the bag, stood there hoping to draw a throw. So now Matthias ready to go to work. Ratliff behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on the way, and that's going to be low. And we'll go to 1 ball, 2 strikes. You throw a pitch like that because you have Krumloff behind the plate. He will not let many baseballs get by him. He has saved a lot of wild pitches over the years. Time is called now by Ratliff. The stretch once again by Matthias. As he comes set, here's the pitch, and got him. So we see the Pioneers leaving 2 runners on in scoring position here in the 4th inning. We head to the bottom half of inning number 4 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers down 4-0.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Quaker Baseball brought to you this afternoon by Square Donuts of Richmond. Whether it's a delicious breakfast, afternoon treat, or a midnight snack, everyone loves the taste of Square Donuts of Richmond. Enjoy their huge cinnamon rolls or any of the other crowd favorites, including maple bacon, strawberry cheesecake, Oreo cream, pumpkin spice, and more. And, of course, grab their award-winning glazed donuts, voted the #1 donut in the entire state. Proud to be your favorite donut shop and home to the best donuts in town and the only squares around, Square Donuts of Richmond. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's Elkis, Robertson, and Krumloff. We just got done talking about Elkis. If there's one guy in this lineup, as he'll see the first pitch back up the middle, and that'll get through for a base hit. But we're about ready to say if there's one guy in this lineup, you really need to start coming on, and that's Eric Elkis. Maybe that'll get him started. Here's Robertson.
And at number 31, Addison Robertson.
I think sometimes Eric takes too many pitches deep in the count, and then he finds himself, at least at this point of the season, seeing a lot of those pitches off the plate. This time he went after the first pitch by Boone. There's a strike. Robertson 0 for 1. Eric has been stuck, as we mentioned, on that 5 home run mark for quite some time. The pitch, well, that's a bad one to swing at by Robertson. And he's down to no balls and 2 strikes. I think Elkis has got to really start from an offensive production standpoint, start driving in runs again, especially when you get closer to tournament time, but you got to get in there first. Here's the pitch on the way, and that got him. So Robertson takes one for the team, and here's Krumloff.
At bat number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Cody flew out his only time up in the second inning. Now we'll see if Earlham can get something going offensively. Down 4-0, only 3 base hits. Boone gets the sign from Beavers. The pitch on the way is way outside. Boone that time, I know Elkis is at second base, but didn't even take a look back at second. Some pitchers will get in kind of a habit of doing that, and they feel more comfortable if they're at least taking a look back instead of not noticing the runner, but he's done it twice in a row. That one hit foul. Good cut by Cody. 1 ball and 1 strike now to Krumloff. After today, just 4 games remaining in the 2017 regular season. Quakers trying to qualify for the tournament for the second time, trying to get it here at home for the first. That pitch in there for a strike, caught the outside corner. Boy, turning out to be a pretty nice day today, especially after rain started right after we finished last night and continued throughout the morning and into the afternoon today. The stretch in the 1-2 pitch, inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Expected to be in the mid-80s tomorrow and then drop down to the mid-50s on Monday. So we'll see a 30-degree difference in just one day. Here's the stretch and the pitch. It's outside, 3-2. Hopefully things will clear up by the time we get to Tuesday and then back to Thursday and Friday. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Cody. Elkis at second, Robertson at first. Boone will check the runner now as he comes set. Here's the pitch. Runners take off. It's hit foul. Well, even with no outs in the inning, Quakers ready to double steal right there. And if Krumloff able to make contact, you could score Elkis from second base. Of course, I guess a little bit of a gamble right there, too. When you're down 4-0, but right now just trying to get your offense rolling. Boone gets the sign once again. He'll check the runner this time at second, and this one is tapped over the mound. This is going to be trouble for Nelson. He will throw to first and get the out there. So Nelson did a nice job as he stays with it. Quakers now have runners at second and third with 1 out, and that'll bring up Danny Dopp. Well, if you have anyone maybe a little bit faster than Krumloff, he is safe at first base. Dopp 0 for 1. So now Boone set to go to work. The right-hander's pitch is grounded to the right side. Nelson. Quakers will get on the board as Elkis will score. As Danny Dopp will drive in the run. Quakers down 4-1. So here's Isaiah Shake now with a runner at third. Quakers now down by 3, and Shake base hit right here, and all of a sudden it's a 2-run ball game. The pitch, this one hit into right field. This could be trouble. Wilbur can't get to it as he dives and misses it. Shake will head to second. He's going to get 3 right here, and he will go in standing up. So Isaiah Shake with a triple, and it's 4-2.
Now back batting number 1, Kendall Baker.
By the way, Shake had a triple yesterday, so his second triple of the series. Kendall is 0 for 1. They'll be in on the corners, and Baker takes that pitch high for a ball. Now you kind of feel things shifting a little bit in momentum to Earlham. Here's the 1-0. High and outside, 2 balls, no strikes. And we'll have a visit to the mound. Well, you're down 4-0, and all of a sudden you get a base hit by Elkis. You get Robertson on base, and though Krumloff and Dopp unable to come up with base hits, Danny was still able to get a run in on the ground ball to the right side. And then, of course, Isaiah Shake with his second triple of the series. And all of a sudden you find yourself, if you're Transylvania, things getting a little bit tighter. And now you fall down to Kendall Baker, 2 balls and no strikes. Last thing you want to do is go back to the top of the order, potentially make it a much bigger inning here for Earlham. So the meeting is over. Boone will work from the windup. Here's the 2-0 pitch, and that's a strike. Kendall, the junior out of Richmond. Here's your 2-1 pitch. Ground ball left side. That'll get through. Nope, the shortstop McAnally, but he can't make the play. Run will score, and it's 4-3. Kendall Baker gets a run driven in. So 3 runs in the inning, and here's Nate Lynch, and keep an eye on Baker. I would imagine the way the Quakers feel right now, they want to keep this thing rolling. I would send Baker in a heartbeat. And you know Boone feels the same way. We're talking about another double-digit stealer in Kendall Baker. You've got a hitter right now, Nate Lynch, who's hot in this series. 7 hits in his 11 at-bats. And Boone comes set. The pitch on the way, and it's outside for a ball. And it is interesting in the game of baseball how quickly things can change. Boone sailing along really through 3, and then all of a sudden, he's not as comfortable as he was. And it all really started with the Eric Elkis single. 1 ball and no strikes. And now to Nate Lynch. He needs 2 more hits to tie the record, as he will step out. 2 away from the career record. He's going to get it. Just a matter of when. Boone once again gets the sign from Beavers, and the pitch. Boy, late swing that time by Lynch on a breaking ball, and got just a piece of it. Well, those are tough ones to hold back on. You see it coming. You know you got to wait just a little bit. In a split second, make that decision. Lynch able to get just a piece. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch on the way. Runner takes off. The pitch low and outside. Throw down to second, and not in time. Stolen base by Kendall Baker. Two and 1 to Lynch. I don't know how many stolen bases that Earlham's going to end up with this year, but the way they're going right now, they could end up well over 150 by the time the regular season is over. Now chance to drive in another run. The stretch, the pitch on the way, and it's low for a ball. 3-1. Put this guy on right here. You're back to double steal time, and you got a good contact hitter in Matt Barger coming up next. Well, you feel, again, a little life now in this Earlham baseball team. The pitch on the way, hit well into right field. That's going to be extra bases. Baker will score easily. Lynch, he will go in for a triple as well. And this ball game is tied at 4 apiece.
At that back the second baseman, number 20, Matt Barger.
Here's Barger. So Earlham equaling the 4 runs they gave up back in the second inning. Jordan Christian no longer the pitcher of record. And this pitch on the way, and I'll tell you what, Boone a little bit upset right there. You can tell his emotions kind of taking over on that pitch. He almost quick pitched that time against Barger. Now, wait a minute, you got to let Barger get set. Boone was ready to throw, only problem was the hitter's got to be set. Home plate umpire had his hand up. We saw Boone throw that first pitch. Barger wasn't quite ready. And now here we go. Here's the pitch by Boone. And one thing about it, you can tell this young man is letting his emotions take over. He just saw a 4-run lead disappear, and he's not pitching with any composure right at the moment. There's a strike, though very close to being outside. 2 triples in the inning, 4 runs across. Quakers tied at 4. Chance to take the lead right here. Here's the pitch. Grounded toward the shortstop, McAnally. He will field and throw, and that'll do it. But Earlham, 4 runs in the inning. We head to the top of the 5th. New ball game here at Randall R. Sadler Stadium. We're tied at 4 apiece on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry. Everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
When it comes to coverage of high school, college, and professional sports in Richmond and Wayne County, Radio Troy Digital Sports is a game changer. Hi, this is Troy Darengowski. We are now your one-stop website for the best sports coverage in the area. From the Red Devils to the Colts and the Hoosiers, we have you covered. Check out the daily sports page, player and coach interviews, play-by-play of high school and college athletics, and much, much more. Check it out every day on RadioTroy.com.
Well, Quakers battled back, tied this ball game at 4 apiece. We head to the 5th. Blevins, Wilbur, and Seitzinger. I think there was something said between the third base coach and the head coach for Transylvania, but they're getting together and making sure there's no hard feelings. As we will see Blevins step to the plate, 1 for 2, a run scored. So now Matt Mathias a chance to perhaps pick up a win. Ground ball to the third baseman Robertson. High throw, and he sails that one over Elkis's head. And so Robertson with the error. And Transylvania man on here in the 5th inning. Here is Wilbur. Wilbur 1 for 2.
And at number 24, Riley Wilbur.
Each team now with 2 errors. Mathias set to throw the right-hander with the pitch. Bunt laid down third base side. Mathias off the mound. He will throw to first, and the sacrifice successful for Wilbur. So 1 away, and that'll bring up Seitzinger.
And at number 32, Daniel Seitzinger.
Transylvania wasn't a big sacrifice-type team coming in. And they've done a lot of sacrificing here recently. And I'm not sure if Wilbur said something to someone from Earlham or what, but they warned Wilbur as he was heading back to the dugout. But now the home plate umpire, that is Steve Sacka, sits right there with the home plate umpire just to the right. And I'm not sure what they're talking about. They're pointing down toward first base, but I don't know what it would be. I would imagine, again, emotions running a little bit high after Boone gave up those 4 runs and We saw some chatter going on between the third base coach for the Quakers and the head coach or the first base coach for Transylvania. So I think they're going to try to maybe settle things down right now, stop the talk. And I know that Coach Sakasit's going to tell his team no more of that talk. So they're going to stop it right now. Here's Seitzinger. So the warning has been given. Time called once again at home plate as everybody now back in control of their emotions. The stretch by Matthias. We'll check the runner at second. The pitch is outside for a ball. Well, one thing about it, still plenty of pride out here on both sides. Transylvania, they don't want to get swept. Quakers battling for first place in the conference. Ground ball to Elkis. Blevins will advance to third. 2 away. And that'll bring up Beavers.
At bat number 21, Gage Beavers.
Beavers singled in the second. Popped up in the third. I'm one of the few in control of my emotions up here. So now Matthias set to throw, and the right-hander's pitch on the way. Fly ball center field. Should be a routine play for Lynch, and that'll do it for the Pioneers in the 5th inning. They'll get a man to third, strand him right there. We will head to the bottom half of inning number 5. We're tied at 4 apiece on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Troy Argowski of Radio Troy Digital Sports. There are plenty of places for me to get lunch or dinner, but there's only one Mancino's. In fact, I was just there for lunch the other day and had a delicious pizza grinder. That's just one of many choices I can get at Mancino's. How about a fresh salad? Several varieties of pasta, Mancino's Lights, or perhaps even an oven-baked spaghetti, or maybe a pepperoni pizza. So when you're looking for a great lunch or dinner, make sure you choose Mancino's, 217 National Road West in Richmond.
Quaker Baseball brought to you today by Harrington Hoke Insurance. At Harrington Hoke, they spend every day working to make our community better, safer, and more enjoyable because their focus is on insurance, and that's it. They're on top of industry changes and are a one-stop shop for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, personal, life, or health. That's why when it comes to protecting you and what's important to you, Harrington Hoke insures it. Give them a call at 962-9502. Laird, Elkis, and Robertson all due up as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Boone is back in for another inning of work. He's ready to throw before the hitter's ready to go, and one guy who'll step out a lot will be Brennan Laird. Hit foul. Good cut by Brennan. Brennan's the kind of hitter, he'll play mind games with you after a while. He will step in, step out. Of course, umpire will limit that at some point. But he will not get in until he's ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good fastball. I don't think Boone has settled down a little bit. The chirping is done, at least for the moment. Laird behind a no balls and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way, got him. That's a pretty good pitch right there. Got Laird in 3. That is only the first strikeout of the day for Boone. Here's Elkis. He got things started in the 4th inning. The leadoff single hit the first pitch he saw into center. See if he'll go after that first pitch again. Boone set to throw, and it is a fastball, and Elkis had a pretty good beat on it. Fouled it straight back. No balls and a strike. And again, it's always that first pitch might be the best one you'll see in the sequence. Boone, long look this time. Here's the leg kick and the pitch. Breaking ball, chopper to the third baseman, Ratliff. His throw to first in time. 2 quick outs here in the 5th. Here's Robertson.
Number 31, Addison Robertson.
Robertson hit by a pitch in the 4th. He scored one of those 4 runs. He is 0 for 1. So now let's see if Robertson can get things going here in the 5th inning with 2 outs. Well, that fastball blown right by Robertson. I think it's a timing thing right now because Boone wants to get it and throw, and I don't think the Quakers are quite comfortable standing in the batter's box when he's ready to go. This time a little longer look. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and it's low and outside. Boone knew he missed that from the time he threw it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Boy, nice pitch on the outside corner, 1-2. Outfield will be straight away for Robertson as the outside pitch. Bieber setting to the outside, hit the target. A little bit outside, 2-2. The break-even pitch on the way, got him looking. 2 strikeouts in the inning, though that one was a little bit questionable, and the home plate umpire says don't argue about it, and you don't want to argue balls and strikes with the home plate umpire. We will move to inning number 6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. We're tied at 4 apiece.
There is one thing for sure in my life. I know nothing about fixing cars. That's why I take my vehicles to Beach Automotive at 110 East Main in Richmond. Their experts have the knowledge to service and repair even the most challenging auto problems. So if you have an automotive question, they have the answers at Beach Automotive, 110 East Main in Richmond. Or give them a call at 765-966-8181 or visit their website, beach-auto.com.
Are new cabinets on your wish list? Visit the new Georgia Direct showroom and see the great variety of cabinets on display in a modern setting. Georgia Direct carries quality craft-made one cabinets, and the new showroom has plenty of styles and colors on display. In Richmond, craft-made one is only available at Georgia Direct, where the designers are always on hand to help create a custom kitchen for your home. Visit Georgia Direct's new showroom on 40 East, next to Red Lobster. You'll love what you see, and you'll love the savings at Georgia Direct.
Heading inning number 6, it'll be Nelson, Taylor, and McAnally due up now for Transylvania. Four runs early for the Pioneers in the 2nd inning. Matt Mathias has shut the Pioneers down offensively. Other than that double by Taylor, there's been really not much of a threat. And now Mathias set to go to work. Right-hander's pitch is on the way, and a breaking ball in there for a strike. Nelson sacrificed in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball to the shortstop. Laird bobbles it. Throw to first, and still got him. I'm not sure how, but he did. There's an instance where you stay with it, and Laird has an arm as good as there can be. He's certainly a converted shortstop from outfield, so he's had plenty of opportunity to make strong throws. Here's Taylor, but boy, he dropped it and stayed with it to get the out. Here's Taylor, who's 2 for 3, doubled his last time up. That pitch is inside, 1-0. Taylor, a couple of stolen bases back in inning number 2. Ground ball back up the middle. That takes a high hop. Laird coming over. The throw to first not in time, and I think it may have gone in the dugout, and it did. So they'll give him a single, and that should be an error as well on the shortstop, Brandon Laird. As the runner, Isaac Taylor, will get to second base, and here's David McAnally. Probably one of those plays where Laird should have put that one in his pocket. and not allow the runner to get to second. So now the go-ahead run at second base as Matthias will look the runner back. No movement, though, from Barger and Laird.
David McAnally.
McAnally is again 0 for 3. Has struck out twice. Both those against Jordan Christian. The pitch on the way, ground ball, left side. Laird will look the runner back, tosses on to first. They'll get the out, 2 away. And here's Hart. Well, Hart has walked 3 times.
With 2 away, now batting number 12, Blake Hart.
This is still a guy you got to be careful with. He's deep in the batter's box. He is a left-handed power hitter. You have a short porch in right field at only 325. You have a right-handed hitter, or I should say a right-handed pitcher against a left-handed hitter. Quakers will pitch him to the outside, and it came right down the middle. Well, that's not where Krumloff was set up. He was on the outside corner, and you can't make a mistake like that. He got away with it, speaking of Matthias. The stretch by Matt. And the pitch this time is outside, but for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Two away as we play here in the 6th inning. Hart back in. Matthias will check the runner. And the pitch hit hard, but right at the first baseman, Elkis. He'll step on the bag, and that'll do it for the Pioneers here in inning number 6. Quakers go to bat, bottom of inning number 6. We're tied at 4 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
We'd like you to know why public power is important to you. In small towns and cities across America, locally owned public power systems like ours represent local people working together to meet local needs. Our only purpose is to provide an essential service at the lowest possible cost. This makes a big difference in rates and service, and all the benefits we produce at home stay at home. Richmond Power and Light, your locally owned electric utility. Together, we make powerful partners.
It's game time. The Sportsplex is now open. Get your teams together and come out for basketball, volleyball, soccer, tennis, golf, batting cages, wrestling, and much, much more. The Sportsplex also offers court rentals for your entire team to play a pickup game or to hold practices. Use our turf fields for multiple sports, including flag football, baseball fielding, and rugby. Sportsplex is open 7 days a week. Check out FamilyFitnessWorks.com for more information and current hours, or call 765-935-0111.
Earlham looking for win number 22, win number 17 in the conference. Here is Krumloff leading things off here in the bottom half of inning number 6. Boone back in. 2 strikeouts in the 5th inning. Cody's 0 for 2. And the first pitch by Boone is a fastball hit foul. Boone likes to open up with a fastball. We have seen that pretty consistently through the first 5 innings. And he's a quick worker. Here's the 0-1. Outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Boone again just kind of let things get out of hand a little bit in that 4th, but again, a strong 5th inning. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Tapped left side foul. Quakers with 6 hits today. Transylvania with 7. We've seen a combined 5 errors. We had a combined 6 errors in game 1. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. That one's hit foul. And we'll stay at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch, hit into center field. Seitzinger on the run. He won't get to this one. That one all the way to the warning track. A ball that just kept carrying, and Cody Krumloff with a leadoff double. Well, I didn't think that ball was hit that well, but it just kept carrying, and there's not that much wind to go with. Here's Danny Dopp, and so now the Quakers have the go-ahead run standing down at second base. Danny is 0 for 2, but he has driven in a run. I think Sightzinger thought that was going to be a catchable baseball as well, but it was one of those that just kept going into the alley, and next thing you know, bouncing off the warning track and against the fence just to the left of the 390 mark in center field. Long look this time by Boone. They'll be in on the corners and also in at second. Throw back to second base, gets away. That'll be a throwing error on Boone, as Krumloff will advance on to third. So now the Quakers 90 feet away from taking the lead. Well, McAnally almost tried to barehand that baseball, which was probably not a smart thing to do either. So now the infield is in. Here's the pitch. And it's a fastball up high. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Hit foul. Third extra base hit now for the Quakers this afternoon. It's way outside, 2-1. Isaiah Shake is standing on deck coming off that big triple in the 4th inning. Quakers had 2 triples in that inning alone. The 2-1 pitch on the way, grab. That'll be a base hit to the right side, and that'll bring in the go-ahead run as Danny Dopp driving in his second of the day. And the Quakers, battling back from a 4-0 deficit, have tied this, or actually taken the lead 5-4.
And bat number 33.
Shake 1 for 2. Again, the triple and the run scored in the 4th. Still no activity in the bullpen for Transylvania. That pitch is outside. Well, just like the 4th inning in which Elkis got things started with a base hit, Krumloff does it here in inning number 6. The pitch on the way, it's inside. 2 balls and no strikes now to Shake. Top of the lead at first. This is a swing and a miss. Might have been just fouled away that time by Shake. Got a piece of it. Throw to first, not in time. Quakers couldn't make this a big inning. Still no outs. The pitch, and that's low. So now 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is hit hard by the third baseman, Ratliff. That'll go into the corner. Dopp heading to third. They're going to wave him in. Nope, they're going to hold him at third base as McAnally got it from Taylor on the cutoff, and Earlham's not going to take the chance of getting an out at home plate. But Shake now with a double. And here's Baker. By the way, Shake yesterday was a home run away from getting a cycle in the second game of their doubleheader. Kendall Baker with a run driven in. Infield will be in now for Boone. Still no one throwing in the Transylvania bullpen. Swing and a miss by Baker. And as most of you know, that with that infield in, your percentages go up on a ground ball to get a base hit. Boone will continue to work from the windup. A little slower this time. Here's the pitch. This one lined into center field, base hit. Dopp will score. Shake will score. And the Quakers will have the ball get away from the catcher, Beavers, and advancing to second base will be Baker. Kendall Baker is now driven in 3 runs today. And they have a visit to the mound as the Quakers now lead this one 7-4. Third error, and that may do it today for the right-hander Boone. And he is done. So they will have a pitching change. Kendall Baker coming up with a big hit. Still no outs here in the bottom half of inning number 6. We'll take a timeout. Tell you about the new pitcher coming up in just a moment. This is Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
Some people are born lucky. Other people take luck into their own hands, avoid stepping on sidewalk cracks, and wouldn't dare walk under a ladder. But whether you were born with luck or make your own, when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance today or visit them online at infarmbureau.com to purchase an auto policy. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
Hi, this is Steve Funkhauser, and I was talking to someone the other day about how friendly and professional the crew at Jiffy Lube is, and they said, "You are always so upbeat. I'm going to call you Mr. Positive." And so now I am Mr. Positive. And I want you to know how proud I am of you and that you are doing a great job today. And hey, do something nice for somebody. Make somebody smile. Smiles are contagious, you know. I want you to have a great day and the horse you rode in on. Jiffy Lube. Fast, friendly, professional. I'm Mr. Positive, and I approve this message.
There's only one place to go on the World Wide Web to find the best automotive deals. Wetzelauto.com. One of the area's largest inventories all in one spot. Wetzelauto.com. Here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Wetzelauto.com. New and used vehicles, service, parts, body shop, and rental. Plus, value your trade. It's easy to navigate. It's convenient. Wetzelauto.com. It's clickin' awesome.
For over 30 years, Reynolds Plumbing has been keeping the Richmond-Wayne County area running. Whether on commercial properties, restaurants, or residential, they've done quality plumbing, heating, and air work for thousands of customers. It's not just about the quality work, it's also about customer service. It's about attention to details and making absolutely sure you are 100% satisfied. If that's the kind of experience you want in your next plumbing or HVAC job, then Reynolds Plumbing has you covered. Give them a call at 966-0994.
Hello, my name is Kyle Schwarzkopf. I'm the manager of Kyle's National Road Auto and business in Richmond since 1979. We employ ASE certified technicians and we have over 80 years of experience. We work on all domestics and most European and Japanese cars. Give us a call at 966-1555. Kyle's National Road Auto Service. My name is Kyle Schwarzkopf and I approve this message.
See if we can make some heads and tails of the changes. We do know that Seitzinger is now going to be the new pitcher for the Pioneers, the left-hander coming in here in the 6th inning. It appears that Hart will move to first base, so the DH is now off with Seitzinger heading to the mound, and let's see who's going to be in the outfield. Looks like in left field, just to make sure, that is still going to, well, Wilbur is going to be in left. So Riley Wilbur's moved over to left field. He was in right field. And, well, change that now. So now Wilbur is going to go back over to right field. And into left field will be Blevins.
Leading off, number 2, Nate Lynch.
Before Nate Lynch gets going in center field, that's going to be still number 49, which is Taylor. So I think we've got them all figured out as Quakers leading at 7-4, throw or attempted throw back to second. So Blevins in left, Taylor in center, Wilbur in right. Seitzinger now pitching, Hart at first. And again for the Quakers, here's Nate Lynch. Quakers 3 runs in the inning and still no outs. Time is called. Earlham 4 runs in the fourth, 3 more here in the sixth inning, and you just kind of had a feeling at some point this offense was going to get going. That pitch is low, throw down to second, and Baker back in time. Well, again, Kendall with 3 runs driven in here this afternoon from that number 9 spot in the order. Baker 2 for 3, Shake 2 for 3 on the day. Nate Lynch 2 for 3 as well. Seitzinger again looks in for the sign from Beavers. The stretch by the left-hander, and he'll throw. Nope, he's going to attempt to throw back to second. McAnally not even close to getting there. I don't know if there was a mix-up in signals, but I think Seitzinger, he wanted to throw. Nate a triple back in the fourth inning. The stretch and the pitch, and it's outside for a ball. Two balls, no strikes now to Nate Lynch. Krumloff has scored, Dopp has scored, Shake has scored. You have Baker down at second base. Seitzinger with the pitch on the way, bunted. Seitzinger coming off the mound. He'll look to third, throw to first. That's his only play. That'll bring up Matt Barger.
At bat number 20, Matt Barger.
Matt looking for his first hit of the afternoon. He is 0 for 3. Did reach base back in the first inning on a fielder's choice. Chance to get another run right here as the infield is in. Barger steps in. Seitzinger with a pitch. And it's low for a ball. Quakers now with the third straight game against Transylvania with 10-plus hits. The pitch on the way, grounded down the line. That'll be a foul ball. That would have been another extra base hit. Even with the third baseman Ratliff playing close to the bag, that would have snuck through, and Blevins out in left field would have had to get that one deep in the corner. The stretch and the 1-1 pitch. This one hit to the right side and goes foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. By the way, this is only the 6th hitter of the inning now for the Quakers. Been very efficient getting base hits and scoring runs. The stretch by Seitzinger and time called. Barger back in. Seitzinger set to throw, and the left-hander's pitch is hit high in the air. Left field, and coming in will be Blevins, and he'll make the catch. Baker will tag but go back to third, and there's 2 away. Here's Brennan Laird.
At bat number 17, Brennan Laird.
Brennan 1 for 3, struck at his last time up on 3 pitches. His first look at Seitzinger, and the pitch is outside for a ball. Earlham wins today. It'll be their 22nd win of the year. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball caught the outside corner, kind of that backdoor breaking pitch. And the count is even 1-1 now to Laird. Here's your 1-1 pitch on the way. Hit hard but foul. Baker down at third, trying to score his second run of the ball game. The pitch. Popped him up. Shallow center field. Coming on is the center fielder. Taylor makes the catch, and that'll do it for the Quakers here in the sixth inning. They will pick up 3 runs. Highlighted by the Kendall Baker base hit. We'll head to the seventh inning on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top, 7-4.
Getting a lucky break rocks, but no one can be lucky all the time. Which is why when it comes to your insurance coverage, luck should have nothing to do with it. So talk to Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, the company that believes great coverage starts with care. A cost-free consultation offered to anyone, Farm Bureau client or not, that allows agents to get to know you better so they can help you prepare better. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Stop knocking on wood.
Questions about your coverage in Wayne County? Call 765-962-9548 and ask for me, Kevin Shearer.
It takes a lot of pieces working together to run a successful business in today's world. One big piece is your connectivity, powered by your internet. For local businesses in Richmond, you have options for who provides your internet. When deciding who to go with, you need to look at Parallax Systems, fiber optic packaging for your benefit. Speed, reliability, and local service, you get it all with Parallax Systems, a division of RP&L. Visit online at parallax.ws or call 962-3770. Summit Computers in Richmond is a full-service computer manufacturing and support company founded in 1997. They partner with businesses and individuals to provide computer systems, hardware, service, support, and design services. They also provide web hosting, high-speed wireless internet, network design, and much, much more. Summit Computers, the official provider of RadioTroy.com.
Kyle Gorman will come in for the Quakers here in the seventh inning. Matt Mathias, what a job he did in relief. He goes 4 1/3 innings, giving up no runs. And he is now set to pick up a win here today. Ratliff, Blevins, Wilbur all due up. Ratliff 0 for 2 with a walk. So Gorman in relief here today throws that one in there for a strike.
The batter number 7, Cole Ratliff.
Here's the wind and the pitch. Breaking ball outside. Of course, we have seen Gorman spin his magic a couple of times in midweek starts. Here's your 1-1 pitch. Grounder to Robertson. Long throw, and nope, pulled him off the bag. Well, that'll be an error again on Robertson. Well, we could see from here that his foot, speaking of Elkis, came off the bag. So here is Blevins. Blevins 1 for 3 with a run scored. He was part of that 4-run second inning. Gorman's pitch in there for a strike. Another freshman here for the Quakers. The stretch by Gorman. And the pitch, low and outside. And the count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. By the way, the Earlham tennis team down to Rose-Hulman 3-0. They lose all 3 doubles matches. Ground ball back up the middle, and that'll get through. Diving there as Barger can't come up with it. So Blevins will pick up his second base hit. Now runners at first and second. And here's Wilbur. And it also appears that the Manchester doubleheader against Rose is just now getting underway. So they're going to get a late start, but it looks like they're going to play up in Manchester. Wilbur 1 for 2 with a sacrifice. He scored back in the second inning. The pitch by Gorman. There's a breaking pitch in there for a strike. 8 hits now for the Pioneers this afternoon as we play here in the top of inning number 7. Gorman gets the sign from Krumloff. Here's the pitch. Came back inside, and Wilbur swings and misses. And he falls behind, and no balls and 2 strikes. Ratliff at second, Blevins at first. Gorman set to throw. Here's the pitch. Hit foul. Well, ever since Matt Mathias came in, and he was very effective. That pitch just a little bit off the plate, 1-2. The Pioneers struggling, though. They had gotten a couple of runners in scoring position. They did so in the 4th. They did so in the 5th and the 6th, but unable to squeeze anything across against Matt, so he does his job in holding. Now it's up to Gorman. Here's the pitch. Just off the plate, 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Gorman with the leg kick and the pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Barger deep in the hole. Will have to hurry, and no play anywhere. Curious why he didn't throw the baseball right there. That'll be an infield base hit for Wilburn. The base is now loaded. Here's the pitcher, Seitzinger.
And bat number 32, Daniel Seitzinger.
Seitzinger 1 for 3. Well, the leadoff air now setting up a bases-loaded situation here for Transylvania. The pitch is outside for a ball. There's a right-hander throwing now for the Quakers. Looks like that may be Spencer Owen, and it is. Owen out of Bargersville, Indiana. The stretch and the pitch on the way, hit foul. Big cut that time by Seitzinger. As we said the other way, when the Quakers were down 4-0, that lead probably not safe, and you kind of feel the same way here at this point. This is a ballpark where you can see a lot of runs scored both ways. 1-1 pitch, grounded, Barger. Barger flips on to second. They got the out there. The run will score. Blevins advancing on to third. Score that 4-6 on the putout for out number 1 as Seitzinger will reach on the fielder's choice. So the Quakers get an out and now lead at 7-5. And here is
number 21,
Beavers, the catcher. Beavers 1 for 3. Beaver singled back in the second inning. He was again a part of that big 4-run second. That's the first run scored now for the Pioneers since inning number 2. Is now Gorman set to throw and a swing and a miss. The stretch and the pitch off the end of the bat, foul. 0-2. By the way, for Kyle Gorman, this is his 14th appearance. He just picked up his 4th win of the year. He was the ERA at 3.44 following his most recent outing. And the pitch on the way, and they will throw through, and the tag laid on, and they get him. Seitzinger thrown out trying to steal, and a nice throw by Krumloff. What a strong arm he has. So 2 away. And we have seen that time and time again, at least in this series, where Transylvania really trying to challenge the Quakers in the running department, and they've been unsuccessful more often than not. Base hit right field, that'll fall in. So Blevins will score. Base hit again by Beavers. And it's a 7-6 ball game. 2 runs in the inning. How big is that put out of Seitzinger down at second base? Here is Nick Nelson. Nelson 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. Gorman's pitch hit off the end of the bat, foul. So give the Pioneers some credit here. They're back once again to within 1. Each team now with 10 base hits. Gorman comes set. And the pitch on the way to the plate is up high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Nelson out of the number 9 hole. Isaac Taylor on deck. He's hoping to keep this inning going. Pitches outside. By the way, Manchester leading Rose 3-0 in the second inning. That's good news. So Manchester gets off to a fast start in their ball game. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Popped up foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Would imagine we may see Quakers go to their bullpen. As we mentioned, Spencer Owen was throwing. He has sat down. Here's the break-even pitch on the way. This will be tapped to the right side. Elkis will flip on to the covering Gorman for the final out. But 2 runs picked up by the Pioneers here in the 7th. We'll head to the bottom half of inning number 7. Quakers on top 7-6 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard.
Hey Chuck, where are you headed? Spinning's about to start.
I'm heading to CrossFit.
Isn't that for like the elite lifters or athletes only?
No, at FFW CrossFit, all workouts can and will be scaled to any ability level to welcome everyone.
Sounds great. I need to get out of the same old workout routine. I'm just not sure I can keep up. It seems pretty intense.
No real lifting experience is needed. FFW CrossFit teaches you everything you need to know and move at your own pace in a positive, motivating environment.
You know, I've always wanted to give it a try. I'll see you there.
Learn more at ffwcrossfit.com.
Hey, alumni! Wondering how you can stay connected to Earlham? The Alumni Office is here to make the connection last by organizing events in your area, representing alumni voices on campus, and helping you get connected to resources across our global community.
Earlham baseball being brought to you this afternoon by your Richmond area Subways. Each day of the week, you can get a different 6-inch sub with no artificial flavors or colors, just $3.50. Saturday's the Black Forest ham, Sunday the meatball marinara, and then on Monday the sweet onion chicken teriyaki. Treat yourself at Subway, 4 locations in Richmond and Hagerstown. Subway, meat fresh. Elkis, Robertson, and Crumlaw.
Way out the bottom of the 7th for your Quakers, number 19, Eric Elkis.
Eric now 1 for 3. He got things started in that 4th inning with a leadoff single that eventually led to 4 runs. Seitzinger back in for another inning of work, the left-hander. His first pitch is outside for a ball. Doesn't appear to be any changes this time for the Pioneers. Beavers will stay behind the plate. Here's the pitch, and it's outside 2-0. First look here by Elkis to Seitzinger. A 2-0 pitch on the outside corner, 2-1. Like last night, Quakers see if they can come back after giving up those 2 runs. That one's chopped foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Last night's game, in game number 2, the Quakers gave up that 3-run shot in the 8th inning. They came right back, scored 2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. The 2-2 pitch outside. And we'll go 3-2 now to the cleanup hitter. The payoff pitch on the way, and it's outside for ball 4. Here's Robertson. Robertson 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch back in the 4th inning. He has scored a run.
And then number 31, Addison Robertson.
Seitzinger now to the stretch. Here's the pitch, and it's a called strike. That Mount St. Joe game on Tuesday again is set for 4 o'clock. Here's the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball swung on and missed, and Robertson quickly behind, no balls and 2 strikes. I want to mention again on Thursday, the Hanover matchup, game 1 will be at 5, not 4. And then that's Thursday, and then Friday will start at noon. The pitch on the way is high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, so just a couple of changes next week. Elkis down at first. No outs here as we play in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch. This one inside-out swing. That's a base hit to right field. Boy, Robertson did a good job fighting that one off. That'll bring up Krumloff.
Stepping up to the plate for catcher, number 5, Cody Krumloff.
Cody doubled in the 6th inning. He got things going, and now looks like we may have a change. Alec Bryan will be running at first base for Robertson. Alec Bryan, a freshman, a outfielder out of Indianapolis. This will give them a little more speed behind Elkis down at second base. Krumloff again 1 for 3. So see Earlham coming right back, putting the pressure on the Pioneers here in the bottom of the 7th. Seitzinger again, a long look into Beavers as he comes set. And they'll toss back to second base. No chance to get Elkis. Well, Seitzinger certainly not a very fast worker as he finally gets the sign from Beavers. Here's the pitch on the way and the breaking pitch in there for a strike. Elkis a lead down at second base. Again, Bryan at first. Seitzinger, long look again. Boy, it takes him a long time to get the pitch he's looking for. Krumloff stays in the stretch and the pitch. Boy, swung at a ball out of the strike zone. And Cody behind the no balls and 2 strikes. It has taken Seitzinger about 20 seconds or more just to get every pitch he's ready to throw. Ground ball left side, fielded by Ratliff, and the throw to first, and everybody is safe except for the runner, and of course the tag laid on against Elkis. So they get the runner at third. Bryan advancing down to second, and Krumloff will be safe on the fielder's choice. So still runners at first and second. Here is Danny Dopp. Dopp singled in the 6th inning, and there's that breaking pitch again. So Dopp behind no balls and a strike. Now Boone, a much faster worker than what we saw, or at least what we're seeing in Seitzinger. Pace of this one is really slowed down, and so now Dopp will step out. One away as we play in the 7th inning. The stretch. And the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Taylor going back on it. Back, and will make the catch. As the runner at second, Brian, will tag and advance on to third. So now runners at first and third. That'll bring up Isaiah Shake.
And that's number 43, Isaiah Shake.
Well, Isaiah, another big day for the left fielder as he goes 2 for 3. Couple of runs scored, a double and a triple. Almost hit for the cycle in game 2 last night. Chance to drive in a run right here. The pitch, runner at first takes off. The pitch low and outside, and Krumloff down to second base. Seitzinger now gets the sign as he'll come set. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, 2-0. Quakers on top, 7-6 here in the bottom of the 7th. Base hit right here could score 2 and give a little more cushion for Earlham heading into the 8th inning. This one's hit to right field, base hit. Bryan will score. Krumloff sent to the plate, and he will slide in safe. And on the throw, Shake heads to second base. And 2 runs across. Quakers now lead it 9-6. How about Isaiah Shake again? A home run away from the cycle for the second straight ball game. Here's Kendall Baker. Baker having a nice afternoon. 3 runs driven in. Baker, a stolen base and a run scored as well. The pitch in there for a strike. Here's the pitch on the way. Baker grounds this one foul. Seitzinger now with the sign as he will come set. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into left field. Blevins there. Nope, Blevins won't get to it. Shake will score, and Baker to second base. That'll be scored a double. And the Quakers now lead this one 10-6.
And at number 2, Nate Lynch.
By the way, in defense of Blevins, he is not an outfielder. He's a utility man and a pitcher, so he had some troubles with that in left field. Here's Nate Lynch. But it looked like a routine fly ball as that pitch in there for a strike. Quakers 3 more runs here in the inning. 10 runs, 13 hits. And so they've answered the call of what the Pioneers did in the top of this inning. The stretch again by Seitzinger. And the pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. Nelson will backhand. He'll have to hurry, and got him. Bang, bang, play at first base. That'll do it for the Quakers, but another productive inning with 3 more runs. We will head to the top half of inning number 8 On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers on top of this one by 4.
Injured athletes can be evaluated at Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond. Request a same-day or next-day appointment to be evaluated by medical professionals who specialize in strains, sprains, fractures, knee and shoulder injuries, concussions, and other sports-related orthopedic issues. Call 935-8905. That's 935-8905. Or request an appointment online at reedortho.org. Reed Orthopedic Center, 1400 Highland Road in Richmond.
There are banks that are big, and then there's West End Bank. A bank with big ideas to help people, business, and industry. If you're just starting out on your own and want a new car, West End can help. Maybe it's your first home and you need advice on financing. West End Bank has ideas to help you. West End Bank, helping build better lives and a better community. West End Bank is a community bank with big ideas and home to a distinctive style of banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, the Quakers, by the way, will go with Spencer Owen, the freshman out of Bargersville. Chance to set the single-season ERA record. Check this real quick again. I think they said the guy's name was Radio. Let's see here. Single season ERA. Gene Radio, yes, 1.19. Owen is a 1.07. I think it's where he stands right now coming in. So Gene Radio, 1968. Had an ERA 1 year of 1.19. So back to the bullpen for the Quakers. Taylor scheduled to lead things off here in the 8th inning. By the way, Manchester now leading their ball game 4-1 over Rose-Hulman in their first game. First pitch is high and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Taylor, 3 base hits today. Tries to bunt his way on, bunts it foul. One ball, 1 strike. Quakers on top, 10-6. We'll check Spencer Owen here real quick from a numbers standpoint. Pitch is up high. Two balls and a strike now to Taylor. To be Taylor, McAnally, and Hart. The 2-1 pitch. Grounded up the middle. Laird near the bag. He'll have to hurry, and got him by a half a step. Here's one away. Here's McAnally. For Spencer Owen, 17 in the 3rd innings, 13 hits on the year, 7 runs, just 2 earned. And again, his ERA at 1.04. First pitch in there for a strike to McAnally. McAnally's 0 for 4. That pitch is low.
At bat number 4, David McAnally.
So the Quakers have been effective bullpen-wise, though gave up 2 runs in the 7th inning. McAnally down in the count of 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch on the way, low and outside, 2-2. Boy, you look up and down this pitching staff, and boy, these freshmen have made such a huge contribution this year. That one's popped up. Laird, the shortstop, will make the catch, 2 away. Here is Hart. You can't say enough of how Spencer Owen has come in. He's played well. We already mentioned guys like Kyle Gorman in the middle weak pitcher, the job he has done. Isaiah Shake, Colin Greavy also got a win yesterday. The pitch is high and inside, 1-0. Just so many different freshmen playing well. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Hit well. Line drive caught by the first baseman, Elkis. One first baseman robbing another one of a possible base hit. And that'll do it for the Pioneers in the top of the 8th inning. We'll head to the bottom half, inning number 8 on the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard. Quakers on top 10-6.
Maybe you haven't heard, but there's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show Cheers. You know, where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some of your friends and try out a game of live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else are you going to find this kind of variety, along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
The dealership where I bought my car told me I needed new tires. So, of course, I stopped by Best One and asked Roger to take a look. So they checked it out, and he told me not yet. He said I was good for at least another 10,000 miles. I've always gotten an honest opinion at Best One, and so will you.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark at Best One Tire and Service. We'll only sell you tires when you need new tires, and they'll be the right tires for your car or truck. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's Matt Barger, Brennan Laird, and Eric Elkis all due up. Well, if you look ahead, and we will. Well, 9th inning, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 for the Pioneers. Barger 0 for 4. And Seitzinger's first pitch lined into center field. That'll be a base hit. So Matt Barger on senior day coming up with a solid single, and the Quakers have a man on for another senior in Brennan Laird. Laird 1 for 4. Quakers continuing to put hits on the board. Most of this all happening from about the 4th inning on. Curveball up high, 1-0. Looking back, Quakers had just the Laird base hit in the first. Well, they had 2 hits through 3. That was it. Since then, they've had 12 hits. The stretch by Seitzinger. Runner takes off. Pitches outside. Throw down to second. Not even close. Barger with a stolen base. 2 balls and no strikes, and you say why the Quakers still running. Bottom line is even a 10-6 lead at this ballpark is probably not safe. You want to get as big of a cushion as you possibly can. 2-0 now to Laird. The stretch by Seitzinger. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike. Well, today, Nate Lynch. Another big afternoon, a triple, a couple of stolen bases. You look at what Isaiah Shake has done again today. Line, that's just over the reach of McAnally. Barger will score easily, and heading to second base with a double is Laird. Laird will drive in a run, and the Quakers now lead at 11-6.
At bat number 19, Eric Elkis.
Here's Elkis. 15 base hits now by the Quakers. Elkis, he got a base hit back in the 4th inning. Seitzinger with a pitch. And it's outside, 1-0. Still no outs here in the 8th. Earlham turned that around pretty quick after the Barger single, the stolen base, and then the double by Laird, and you got to run across. Laird can steal third as well. Now, Seitzinger's a left-hander. That's going to be a hard turn to make with that shortstop McAnally coming over. He's either going to have to swing all the way around, being a left-hander, or try to turn and throw against his body. That's not going to work. The stretch and the pitch. Popped him up. High fly ball. Shallow center. Coming in is Taylor. And he will make the catch. There's one away.
This ain't a coin toss, but I work my tail out so I can turn heads. Don't you forget.
Here is Ian Bach.
Now hitting for your Quakers, number 14, Ian Bach.
Bach will take over down at third base. So Ian stepping in for the first time this afternoon. And again, one away here in the 8th inning. Seitzinger into the stretch. And this time he'll turn and throw to second, not in time. Close play as McAnally getting behind the base runner at second base. Quakers have scored at least one run now in 3 straight innings. The pitch outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Ian Bach, a junior out of Union, Kentucky. Bach is a natural catcher, but he'll again play down at third. Robertson, by the way, he's an outfielder playing third as that pitch low and inside. Barger's an outfielder playing second base. (2-0) now to Ian Bach. Seitzinger comes set, checks the runner at second. And time will be called. Quakers looking for win number 17 in the conference season here this afternoon before their Tuesday matchup against Mount St. Joe. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Hit into right field. Wilbur makes the catch. There's 2 away. Here's Cody Krumloff.
Cody Krumloff.
Cody is 1 for 4. He scored a couple of runs, doubled back in the 6th inning. And since the Quakers had fallen down early in this one 4-0, as that pitch is outside, Earlham has outscored Transylvania 11-2. We go back to inning number 4. It started with the base hit by Eric Elkis. Here's the pitch. That's a called strike. Elkis hasn't had a big hitting day, but again, he got on. That was a first pitch single that he saw, and he went for it and got the base hit, got things started. Robertson was hit by a pitch. Then there were 2 outs after that. Then they got going with Shake, Baker, and Lynch. There's a strike. All of a sudden, the Quakers had come back, tied this ball game at 4 apiece. But Matt Mathias has to be given credit here today. He held Transylvania in check through the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th innings. Hit foul. We'll stay at 1 and 2. So it was Mathias who held things in check until the offense got rolling. Mathias, if the Quakers win today, will pick up the victory. He gave up the 1 double, and that was it, I believe, from a hitting standpoint that was of any danger at all. And that was just a great performance by Mathias out of the bullpen. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Krumloff. It appears that right now Spencer Owen will finish this one off here this afternoon. The stretch by Seitzinger, and the runner takes off. That one's hit foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again to Krumloff. Two away here in the 8th inning. We'll run across. That was Barger after the base hit and the stolen base, and then Brandon Laird with a double. Laird still at second base. Here's the stretch and the break-even pitch. Popped him up, and that'll go out of play. Earlham falls 6-3 at Rose-Hulman in men's tennis. The Quakers clinch the number 2 seed for the HCAC tournament next week. So the Earlham tennis team falling on the road today. Krumloff back in. As Sightsinger's pitch is on the way. Fly ball into right field. Wilbur on the run. The first baseman, Hart, tried to make the play down the line. He can't catch up with it. That's a long foul ball. So Cody will come back and do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We have seen now a combined 17 runs, 25 hits, and 7 errors in this final game of this 3-game set. The stretch and the pitch popped him up. Right side, Hart near the bullpen fence, now coming back and makes the catch. So that'll do it for the Quakers here in the 8th, but they pick up another run. We head to the top of the 9th inning. On the Wesley Bates Wealth Management scoreboard, Quakers on top of this one, 11-6.
There's a place in Richmond's Depot District that's better than being home. Little Sheba's is a lot like the bar in that 80s TV show where everybody knows your name. Come on down after the game on Fridays and join us for pizza. We're here till 11. Or grab some friends and come play live trivia Thursday nights at 6:30. If you love live music, Little Sheba's features some of the very best every weekend. Where else can you find this kind of variety along with some of the best food and friends in town? Little Sheba's in Richmond's Depot District. It really is better than being home.
Hey, this is Steve, and out at Jiffy Lube the other day, a customer came in and said, Steve, this was my 100th oil change on this car, and you've done them all.
Hi, my name is George Farrell, and I've been coming to Jiffy Lube for over 14 years. I recently just had my 100th oil change. I'd like to thank Steve Funkhauser and his staff for the great service that they've provided me over the years. Thank you to all, and I would recommend anyone to come to Jiffy Lube to get their car serviced.
Jiffy Lube, #1 in customer satisfaction for a reason.
Well, the Quakers will try to finish it out here with Spencer Owen, Ratliff, Blevins, and Wilbur all due up. And the Quakers now 3 outs away from their 2nd straight sweep. They went to Anderson, swept them. They come back, they sweep here. And really keep the pressure. Rose was losing in their first game to Manchester. Of course, we'll all keep an eye on that for the rest of the day. Ratliff 0 for 3 with a run scored.
At bat #7, Cole Ratliff.
So now Owen, the right-hander, set to throw here in the 9th inning. The pitch. Fly ball into right center field, and that's going to get in for at least 2. Lynch able to run it down quickly in the warning track, and a leadoff double by Ratliff. So the Pioneers not done quite yet. Here's Blevins.
At bat #10, Connor Blevins.
Blevins, couple of base hits. He has also scored twice. First base hit off of Spencer Owen here in his 9th inning. He went down, of course, got the 1-2-3 inning in the 8th. Owen will come set. Runner with the lead at second. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for strike. No one throwing in either bullpen. Owen will shake off a sign or two from Cody. Here's the pitch. Ground ball up the middle, hits off the mound, goes into center field. Blevins will round third. He will score, and it's now 11-7. So back-to-back base hits. Here's Wilbur.
Stepping up to the plate, number 24, Riley Wilbur.
Wilbur is 2 for 4. Take that back, 2 for 3 with a sacrifice back in the 5th inning. So a rare run scored off of the right-hander Spencer Owen. The stretch and the pitch popped up foul, and Ian Bach will give it a look. That'll go out of play. Owen again into the stretch. The pitch. Foul again to the left side. So no balls and 2 strikes to Riley Wilbur. Singled and scored in the 2nd, lined out in the 3rd, sacrificed in the 5th, and then singled in the 7th. The pitch just outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Run across 11-7 as we play here in the top of the 9th inning. And Owen trying to finish it out. Give the Quakers their 22nd win of the year. The pitch. Outside again, 2-2. Of course, the big news of the day with that Anderson-Franklin series canceled the rest of the way. How that'll affect the standings going into next week. Here's the break-even pitch. It's low and outside, 3-2. Now you start to feel a little bit of nervousness here for the Quakers. I know you have an 11-7 lead, but we talked about it all day long. There's never a lead that's that safe. Owen again comes set. Here's the pitch. Fly ball into center field. Going back on it will be Lynch. Now a couple of steps in will make the catch. There's one away. Well, you get that first one, and now Owen can work on this hitter right here. It's Seitzinger. So there's 1 out.
With
Ground
1 out,
ball
now batting number 32,
possibly could get you a double play right here and get out of this. Here the wind picking up a little bit around the home plate area. The flag in center field barely blowing at all as that pitch is inside. Twelve hits now by Transylvania with those 2 base hits here in the 9th inning. The stretch. And the pitch by Owen grounded to the right side. Elkis will field that in fair territory, lay on the tag. Advancing will be Blevins down to second base, and now the Quakers are 1 out away. Mount St. or take that back. Manchester now leading Rolls Holman.
Now batting number 21, Gage Beavers.
5-1. Spartans have the bases loaded, 1 out in the 4th inning. So Manchester doing Earlham a favor. Now it's 6-1. So Manchester on top of Rose, 6-1. Pitches in there for a strike. Throw down to second, and that gets away, but no advancement at second base by Blevins. Beavers, by the way, at the plate. No balls and a strike. So Manchester on top, 6-1 in the first game of their doubleheader. And right here, the Quakers 1 out away from sweeping the 3 games against the Pioneers. Owen with the pitch. Boy, nice pitch, swing and a miss, and now 1 strike away. Well, the Quakers, again, have not played well on a senior day, but today they may walk out of here with a win. No balls and 2 strikes. Beavers back in. Owen with the pitch on the way. Grounded to the left side. Ian Bach will field. He will throw and dropped at first base by Elkis. He was ready to celebrate before he got the baseball. So that'll be an error on Elkis. And now runners at first and third.
At bat number 3, Nick Nelson.
Here's Nelson. Well, instead of celebrating, the Quakers pick up their 5th error. So now Owen will have to pitch to one more. The stretch, the pitch on the way, grounded up the middle. This should do it. Barger steps on the bag, and that's going to do it. The Quakers win this one here this afternoon by a final of 11-7 as the Quakers sweep the 3-game set against Transylvania. We will come back and put a wrap on this one as the Quakers victorious here this afternoon. This is Quakers Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.
The last time I was in for service at Best One, I let Roger know my brakes were squeaking. So they checked them out, and Roger told me it was just a little moisture. Not to worry, everything was fine. Well, that was just the reassurance I needed. I trust the team at Best One, just like I trust my own dad.
Hi, I'm Roger Clark. At Best One Tire and Service, we only fix what needs to be fixed. When your car or truck leaves our shop, the service you request will be done right. I guarantee it.
Best One Tire and Service, North 7th and A, Uptown Richmond.
Well, on the senior day, the Quakers get the win. Matt Mathias will pick up the victory for the Quakers. Earlham now 17-6 in conference play, 22-12 overall. Transylvania falls to 13-23 on the season. They're now 8-15. The Quakers again back in action on Tuesday against Mount St. Joe. That is a 4 o'clock start time. We'll be on the air at about 3:45 coming up on Tuesday. Quakers down 4-0 early. They rally to get the win. And, of course, a big day again, not just for the Quakers in their middle relief pitching on the day, but they also got another nice big day by Isaiah Shake. He had 3 base hits. Kendall Baker had 3 hits. He drove in 3 runs. Shake also scored 3 runs. The bottom of the order doing the job today again for the Quakers in their 11-7 win. Again, we'll see you Tuesday, Quakers, Mount St. Joe. Again, the start time will be at 4. We'll be on the air at 3:45. Thanks for being with us. This has been Earlham Baseball and Radio Troy Digital Sports.